I still learn every single day. Everything I do and everything I've done in my career was me stepping out of my comfort zone, me meeting people, and me doing something that maybe was a little bit scary, but that I was passionate about. I own my own company, BrandedU Writing, and I do a lot of different things. So I'm a writer, I'm an editor, a producer, entrepreneur, and it's not like I couldn't choose. It's just that I love it all, and I think the basis for all of it is writing. If you can tell a story and tell it well and find out who you want to tell it to, the medium will follow. And straight out of college, I started working for the American Embassy, which I loved, but you also had to work behind bars, like physically behind bars. Plus, at the same time, somebody gave me my first shot at writing. And the moment I saw my name in a newspaper, in the newsstand, I was like, okay, this is much more fun. I want to be in the limelight. I want to have my name somewhere. Yeah, I studied American Studies and I went to America back and forth. And I really loved that, being there, and I loved the entrepreneurial spirit that people have and the go-get attitude. So that really resonated with me, and that's something I've been exposed to my entire life. My mother is my greatest example. She's an absolute go-getter. And I remember coming back from the US one time, and she had arranged for me and my sister to meet Hillary Clinton, who I really adored at the time, and still do. I went to the newsstand and I basically bought all the magazines that I loved to read. So those were high-end international magazines. I just looked at the bylines, and this was pre-LinkedIn, pre-Facebook, so you actually had to, do some research, email the people, and then I would call them relentlessly, saying, hey, listen, I want to write for you guys. And as long as you don't give me a firm no, I'm going to keep calling. Just give me that shot. I'll prove to you that I'm worth the time and the energy and the effort, and that's how you do it. So you're persistent, and you have to believe that you're able to bring something to the table. Dazed and Confused was, I think, the first magazine that I started writing for. And it was funny because a lot of the Dutch magazines that I approached initially, I didn't want to hire me because I didn't go to the School of Journalism. And then I started working for all these international magazines, and a few years later they started calling me. The Dutch magazines, that is. So that's how I ended up also working for Dutch magazines. I still learn every single day. Everything I do and everything I've done in my career was me stepping out of my comfort zone, me meeting people, and me doing something that maybe was a little bit scary, but that I was passionate about. And I also work with indie brands, independent brands that inspire, that are innovative, and they are not afraid to take chances. And innovation and creation requires that kind of boldness. And you also have to be okay with things not working out perfectly. That is the nature of the game. So that is the one thing I learned. Like, you have to be a go-getter, and you also have to be okay with not everything going perfectly.